Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to explore a vital and inspiring topic, understanding and embracing diversity in special education. Throughout this presentation, we'll delve into the many dimensions of diversity, discuss why it's so important, examine the challenges faced, and look at effective strategies for creating inclusive and equitable learning environments for all students. I'm excited to share this journey with you as we work together to better support every learner's unique needs. When we talk about diversity in special education, we're referring to the wide range of characteristics and backgrounds that students bring with them. This includes not only their different abilities and types of disabilities, but also their cultural backgrounds and the languages they speak. Additionally, socioeconomic factors play a significant role as students come from various economic and social environments. Because of this rich diversity, educators need to be flexible and creative in how they design instruction and provide support. The goal is to meet each student's unique needs and ensure that education is both inclusive and equitable for everyone. When we talk about diversity in special education, it's crucial to understand why it truly matters. First, embracing individual differences helps create inclusive learning environments where every student feels recognized and valued. This means moving beyond a one-size-fits-all approach and seeing each child for who they are. Diversity also promotes equitable access to education. Every student has unique needs, and tailoring instruction to meet those needs ensures that all learners have a fair chance to succeed. Another important aspect is social development. Diverse classrooms foster empathy, respect, and collaboration, helping students grow not just academically but socially as well. For educators, diversity presents an exciting challenge to innovate. It pushes teachers to develop flexible and creative teaching strategies that can accommodate a wide range of learning profiles. Preparing students for the real world is another key reason diversity is important. Exposure to different perspectives equips learners to engage confidently and succeed in our diverse society. Of course, there are challenges too. Teachers must address varying language and cultural backgrounds, differentiate instruction across different disabilities, and make sure that resources are used effectively without bias. Tackling these challenges head-on is essential to making diversity a true strength in special education. When we talk about diversity in special education, it's important to recognize that it goes beyond just one dimension. First, we have disability diversity, which includes a wide range of categories like learning disabilities, autism, physical impairments, and intellectual disabilities. Each of these requires unique approaches and support. Then, there's cultural and linguistic diversity. Students come from different cultural backgrounds and speak various languages, which means educators need to be sensitive to these differences to effectively communicate and engage. Socioeconomic diversity is another key factor. Economic status can greatly impact a student's access to resources and educational support, affecting their learning opportunities. Additionally, cognitive and learning style differences remind us that students absorb information in different ways. Some learn best by seeing, others by hearing, and some through hands-on activities. Emotional and behavioral diversity highlights that students vary in how they manage their emotions and interact socially, which influences their classroom experience. Lastly, age and developmental differences mean that within special education, students might be at various stages of growth and maturity, requiring tailored developmental support. Understanding all these types of diversity helps us create more inclusive and effective educational environments. In special education, diversity takes many forms, and it's important to recognize how varied the needs of students can be. For instance, classrooms often include students with different disabilities such as autism, dyslexia, or physical impairments, each of which requires tailored accommodations to support their learning effectively. We also need to consider bilingual students who may have speech impairments. These students benefit from receiving language support in their native language alongside traditional special education services, helping bridge any communication gaps and promote better learning outcomes. Another important factor is the socioeconomic background of students. Those from low-income families might not have access to necessary technology, which means educators need to adapt how they deliver the curriculum to ensure these students aren't left behind. Learning preferences add another layer of diversity. Some students learn best through visual aids, others through listening, and some through hands-on activities. Effective teaching takes all these learning styles into account to engage every student. Finally, emotional regulation varies among students as well. In collaborative projects, students with different emotional regulation skills benefit greatly from peer mentoring and structured support, creating a more inclusive and supportive classroom environment. Together, these examples highlight the complexity and richness of diversity within special education settings. To sum up, diversity in special education spans multiple dimensions, including disabilities, cultural backgrounds, languages, and socioeconomic status. Recognizing and valuing this diversity is crucial because it lays the foundation for effective and inclusive teaching. Teachers need to tailor their instructional methods to address the unique needs of each student, ensuring fairness and equity in education. When we embrace diversity, we not only enrich the learning environment but also prepare students to thrive and integrate successfully into society. Despite these positive steps, challenges persist, particularly in terms of resource allocation and adapting to the changing characteristics of students in special education programs. Understanding these key points helps us move towards a more inclusive and responsive educational system.